Good morning, everyone. It's day 6 on the PCT. We camped last night right next to Montezuma Valley Road, so it's a good thing I had earplugs because it was pretty loud. Between that and the frogs chirping, which is actually kind of cheerful, it was pretty darn loud. But got through the night. It was pretty good. Somehow, I am the first person out of camp, and I don't think that ever really happens, like ever. So that's pretty cool. I guess maybe I'm getting a little bit more disciplined in my old age. So life is kind of settling into a nice rhythm. We kind of get up early, get going, have breakfast after 2 to 5 miles, and then just keep walking, looking for the water. Today we're going to be walking into Warner Springs. I don't really need it, but somehow I'm kind of like settling into a posse here. It's kind of nice hiking with people again. I've sort of been used to hiking on my own, but I've forgotten the joy of kind of looking forward to hanging out with other folks too. So here we are, going to Warner Springs. Hopefully be able to pick up some food, maybe get a little bit of charge on the phone, and make a few more miles on the PCT. So one thing I'm trying to do on the trail this time around is spend a little more time identifying some of the wildflowers and some of the plants. Yesterday, I took advantage of all the wildflowers that I was seeing on the side of the trail and working through that. Today I'm going to try to work on cactuses. So the trick for me is just kind of remembering it day to day. So I'm kind of going to be the crazy guy who kind of says out loud all the plants as I pass by, like, hey, prickly pear. Pretty easy cruising this morning. Just me and the cows. Hey, buddy. This is the water source this morning. I think it's about 10 miles or so up for the next water. Lots of bugs floating on top, but you just kind of stick your bottle well underwater and you get some nice clear water. So it looks like it's going to be pretty good tasting and get me through the next 10 miles. We made it to Mike's place. It's the next water stop. This is our water source for the day. There's Lisa filling it up. Nice water. We're going to do a few more miles and then we're going to take a good long run to lunch break. So it's day 7 on the PCT. So it's been a pretty good morning. First water source, I kind of got lost a bit going down there. So I saw this guy coming up this little tiny trail this morning. So I figured that's where the water was. First thing this morning, and it ended up being, I think he was probably just doing his daily constitutional, because I was ended up in the middle of nowhere, totally lost, like bushwhacking, and you don't want to bushwhack around here. It's just almost impossible to go through, so I had like losing a whole bunch of time on going through that, just like wondering if everything was on my pack was getting pulled off. But in the end, it actually worked out pretty good. It's been a really nice day. It's super windy. I think it's mostly probably Atabatics, kind of driven by the sun. And this is our first stop here, first big stop. It's about 10 miles in, Mike's place. It's pretty early. I think it's about just a little after 10 o'clock, so we're making some pretty good time. Today we're trying to work around the sun, and because it's going to get probably around 80 degrees, and coming from last week when we were shoveling snow to this, it's kind of a big change for a lot of us. Our little posse we got together all from up north. So that's what we're trying to deal with, and I think what's going to happen today is that we're going to hike, probably get over the top of the next mountain. We're going to find a nice place to kind of settle down for the heat of the day, and then push on for another 12 miles. I suspect maybe even a little bit more. It looks like it's a pretty easy grade for the rest of the day. So far it's been pretty good. It's been fun. It's kind of a real treat for me to hang out with people. A lot of times I hike out on my own, and that's where we are today. Ooh, long day in the saddle today. Felt long. Currently at about 23 miles or so. Still got a couple hours of daylight left. Maybe an hour and a half actually. And I got about 4.3 miles to go. I'm hoping to be able to cover that before sunset. My feet are really sore right now. Yeah, this is a push for basically a push for me. But I think that's where we're trying to hit Paradise Valley Cafe, like right when they open tomorrow. So again, I think we're shooting for about 28 miles total today, which is kind of a big step up from what we've been doing. But it's neat. If we just kind of do this 100 times, we'll be all the way to Canada. But anyhow, that's what we're looking for. Feet are sore. I am so ready to get into camp. Buddy, where are you going? Sunset on the PCT. That's a hiker hobble. So made it to hiker heaven just after sunset. Everybody else is here. People got the serious hiker hobble right now. It's just kind of this bow-legged walk. It just happens when you've done some big miles. But we did good today. We made it up to about 28. We might have lost Lisa on the way. We'll meet her at the Paradise Valley Cafe tomorrow. We'll probably spend a little more time there and maybe kind of like take it a little bit more easy. But it's pretty awesome. We did 28 in the first week. This kind of wraps up our first week. And again, we're just about 6 miles outside Paradise Valley Cafe. We got fresh water here. It's clear. My last water I kind of pulled out of a puddle, and it kind of looks like an aquarium. There's all kinds of critters swimming around inside of it. So I'm going to be pretty happy to kind of water a cactus with that and replace it with some nice clean water. And we'll see you in the morning. Good morning, everyone. We're on day 8. This is a 1-week trail anniversary. Started last Thursday, and we're about mile 146 now. We were just getting out of the hiker oasis last night. It was just so nice being with lots of other hikers. Everybody's just so excited to be out and around clean water, and just kind of a community out here. You sort of get to be part of it and kind of feel real privileged that my folks back home are allowing me to do this and supporting me. It's really nice. It was a good night. We've been averaging about, over the first week, about 21 miles a day, which kind of surprised at. I was expecting to do this much so fast. I mean, the trails are pretty cruisy, and the scenery just pulls you along. It's just beautiful out here. And again, it's such a privilege to be able to walk out here every day. This morning we're heading over to Paradise Valley Cafe. They're known for their burgers, and we'll see how it goes. Yesterday went real well. It was long. That 28 miles is just it's kind of a stretch, I think, at this point. And you never do these long days without some kind of payment. I don't think it ever really gets you anywhere, to be quite honest, in terms of how fast you're going, because you're so knackered. Your body needs a little bit of rest. I think we're taking it a bit easy today, spending some time at the cafe, picking up our packages, and just trying to fill our bodies back with energy, because I think we're all losing weight pretty quickly. We're walking so much. But it's been pretty freaking awesome being out here. I actually feel pretty good. I think one thing your body learns how to do when you're out on the trail for so long is it learns to recover really quickly. I mean, it really doesn't have a choice. Because you're just sore or not, you're getting out, you're going walking again. But again, today looks pretty good. We're heading over to the Paradise Valley Cafe, which is only about 6 miles away. We did lose Lisa yesterday. I think the plan was if we got separated, we'd just meet at the cafe. And that's pretty much what we're gonna do. You know, so Bridget needs to make sure she gets her package. She is getting something today, which supposedly have guaranteed delivery. So hopefully we'll get it sometime this morning. But you know, if we just have to stay half the day eating burgers, it's probably not a bad thing. Kind of need it. I think we're in pretty good position to get into the San Jacintos. We were a little worried about. The snowpack doesn't look too bad on there, but we do have a storm we're racing on there. We're trying to get through there and over the summit before that happens. So I think that's really our timeline right now, and then we'll be off into Idlewild. So that's really not too far away. I think from where I'm standing right now, it might be 30 miles or so, something like that. Have to take a look. I mean, again, we made a lot of progress yesterday. So again, we're excited to be on trail. You know, it's nice. We're part of a posse now. Just everybody's so excited to be on trail. It's great to see people. And again, you know, we're living a life that right in the moment seems like, you know, it's like a peak moment. And how often do you get that in your life? Hello, buddy. How come you're standing on your head? This morning we have a whole lot of these California poppies to greet us. A lot of wildflowers as we're hiking down to Paradise Cafe. And there you can see Bridget way off in the distance there. Yay, made it to Paradise Valley Cafe and breakfast. Been thinking about this for the last 2 days.
We're taking pictures.
Oh yeah, are you kidding? The food is the best part of the trail.
For health reasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Happy foods, everybody. Yum. All right.
Oh yeah.
This is the before picture.